On November 1st, 2017, Avery speaks to guests gathered on the occasion of her engagement. Exactly 3 years ago on Halloween, Avery met Noah, and the girl's speech is related to that very day. The guy's memories take us back to October 31st, 2014. At a Halloween party, Noah accidentally meets Avery. The guy can't believe his luck. This charming girl understands him at a glance. And besides, she knows a lot about jazz, Noah's favorite musical genre. Word for word, the two leave the noisy party company and go to the jazz club where Noah works. Avery and Noah take a few pictures in an old photo booth, and later, after leaving the club, they go to the girl's apartment. The couple has a fun evening until they end up kissing. We are brought back to the present. Avery says that it was on that day, 3 years ago, that she realized what true love is and kisses her fiancé. Noah gets drunk out of grief over losing the girl, and Avery asks his friend Carrie to drive him home. On the way, Noah tells Carrie that he is still in love with Avery. The girl does not understand why he came to the party. Noah decides to tell her about the night he and Avery met, but he doesn't have time to do the most important thing. Carrie brings him to a jazz club where his friend Max is waiting for him. Carrie is about to leave, but Noah stops her. She hasn't heard the whole story. The guy continues to tell the story, and it turns out that that night, 3 years ago, Noah never kissed Avery. He had been dragging this moment out for too long, so the girl just hugged him, considering him her friend. The next day, Avery went to buy the cookies that Noah had eaten the day before and met Ethan in the store. Carrie leaves the boys and goes home. Max sits Noah in the photo booth and goes to call a taxi. Sitting in the cab, Noah pulls out a 3-year-old photo of him and Avery. He thinks that if he had a chance to bring back the past, he would be the one Avery needs. Noah throws a coin into the machine that takes the pictures. Noah wakes up in the morning thinking that everything that happened was some kind of unusual dream. He goes outside and sees a girl dressed as a witch. Noah thinks it's strange because it seems like it's November 2nd and Halloween was 2 days ago. The boy stops at a store to buy a Red Bull and notices a newspaper on the counter with the date October 31st, 2014. He grabs the newspaper and runs to his friend Max. Noah shows him the date in the newspaper and notices through the window that Carrie is walking in the park next to the building. The boy runs to the girl, but Carrie acts as if she has never seen Noah before. The boy tries to explain that they know each other because yesterday Carrie gave him a ride home. The girl thinks that this is a creative way to get to know each other. Max runs out after Noah and asks Carrie not to worry. His friend is always going crazy when he tries to meet girls. Noah realizes that if Max and Carrie don't know each other and the girl doesn't remember Noah, then he has really gone back in time to the day he met Avery, and he has a chance to fix everything. He just needs to wait for the evening. At a Halloween party, Noah meets Avery. The boy uses everything he knows about the girl and manages to get her attention. They have fun, and the moment comes when they both end up in Avery's apartment. The girl receives a message from Carrie on her phone that she is going home. Noah needs to leave as soon as possible, but before he does, he wants to know if the girl enjoyed the evening. Noah kisses Avery, and at that moment, Carrie appears in the apartment. She recognizes the guy who was acting crazy in the park this morning, talking about time travel. Avery realizes that it was because of the time jumps that Noah knew everything about her, and that's why he could predict everything so easily. Carrie thinks he's a maniac and attacks him. After being hit by a flower pot, Noah wakes up in his apartment in the present. He goes to Ethan's house to apologize for his behavior at last night's engagement party, where he had too much to drink. When Noah arrives at Ethan's house, Avery starts to panic when he sees the guy. It's because in this timeline, after she and Carrie kicked Noah out 3 years ago, the girl hasn't seen him again, and now this maniac has caught her eye again. Noah manages to somehow escape from his friends. He runs home and finds photos in his pocket and realizes that the time machine is a photo booth. Noah runs to a jazz club, throws a coin into the machine, and is sent back to 2014. He calls Max and asks for help. The friends come to a Halloween party where Avery and Carrie also appear. Max courts Carrie and takes her away, leaving Avery with Noah. The boy tries to get the girl to like him, as Max taught him, but it only makes the girl want to yell at Noah. The couple goes out into the yard, where Avery pushes Noah and then falls down herself. The boy drags the girl into the water. Fighting with each other, they start kissing and then run to the apartment. Noah wakes up in the morning next to Avery. Looking at his phone, he sees that it is November 1st, 2017. Noah is sure that he and Avery have been dating for 3 years, but that's not the case. A girl calls a guy only when she needs to relieve tension. Avery needs a reliable boyfriend, so Noah goes back to 2014. The guy goes to Max and asks him to help him get a job. In the present, Max is the vice president of the company. If Noah gets a job there, he will be able to become reliable for the girl. In the evening, Noah goes to a Halloween party where he meets Avery. The guy wakes up on the morning of November 1st, 2017. Noah has a good life. He lives with Avery in a luxurious mansion, and she drives a late model Porsche to work. Avery urges Noah not to be late for tonight's engagement party. Noah arrives at the office, where he is given a new office for his efforts. When he meets Max, he finds out that his friend has remained a simple employee while Noah has been promoted. After Max leaves, Noah's secretary stops by and brings him a list of tasks for the day. Noah looks at the schedule for the next 3 months, in which he doesn't have enough time to sneeze, but he still manages to make it to the party. Noah decides to play Avery's favorite tune for the guests, but because he has been working in an office for the past 3 years, he has forgotten how to play a musical instrument. He goes to look for his bride and finds Avery in the bathroom with Ethan, who has now taken Noah's place. Out of grief, after drinking too much and stealing a plate with a picture of Noah and Avery, Noah takes it to Max. He tells him that he has confessed his love to Avery. When Noah asks what the girl said to him, Ethan says that Avery would have wanted things to be different. Noah drives Ethan away, and when he returns, he meets Carrie, who lives with them. Noah asks the girl why Avery doesn't like him. Carrie admits that Avery really doesn't like Noah, but she cares about him and will do her best to make things work. Noah still decides that the girl should be happy, and he goes back to 2014. But this time, Noah brings Ethan to the Halloween party. The guy arranges everything so that Ethan and Avery meet, and Carrie approaches Noah. After talking, Noah and Carrie decide to leave the party, taking Ethan and Avery with them. They all go to a jazz club together, where it turns out that Carrie is a big jazz fan. The girl secretly says that she didn't want to come to the Halloween party at all because she was worried about breaking up with a guy who was also at the party. This guy turns out to be the guy Carrie used to kiss every time Noah met Avery. Noah and Carrie join Ethan, who is taking pictures in the photo booth. Noah wakes up on November 1st, 2017, in Max's apartment, from whom he learns that he is dating Carrie. For more than 2 years, nothing has been clear. It seems that she has returned to her ex. Noah goes to see the girl. When he sees Carrie, he immediately kisses her, but it turns out that she is dating her ex-boyfriend. Carrie does not understand what Noah is talking about. They met 3 years ago at a party, spent the night, and she hasn't heard from him since. Noah decides to rectify the situation and goes to a jazz club. But it turns out that the photo booth has been thrown away, and he can no longer travel through time. Noah gets drunk with grief because his love is slipping away from him. Ethan and Avery come to the jazz club. They are worried about Noah and have come to see him. Avery is surprised that Noah is taking pictures in such a terrible photo booth when he has a beautiful and old photo booth at home that used to be in this club. It turns out that Avery bought the same photo booth and gave it to Noah because she considers him a good friend. Noah decides to return to 2014, but not to change anything. Let everything be the way it was the first time, when Avery just hugged him, considering him a good friend. 3 years pass. At Ethan and Avery's engagement party, Noah meets Carrie. The guy offers to run away, asking her if she likes jazz, and that's where the movie ends.